Alright. So, okay. Gotta take care of these Steam Deck fans here. Okay. Mornings, people. Good mornings. Another beautiful day. Hope your five senses work, health, and strength is good or excellent. What? Alright. So, Dxvk 2.5 brings memory management, rewrite, and other improvements. Says here, Dxvk 2.5 was just released as the newest version of its open source project implementing Direct 3D API at the top of Vulkan API for better handling of Windows games on Linux systems as used by Valve Steam Play Proton software. With Dxvk 2.5 comes a complete rewrite of the resource and memory management code so that Dxvk is now more efficient with allocated video memory. Dxvk should now have less VRAM fragmented during the peak memory using the game like God of War, seeing up to 1 gig less memory use in extreme scenarios. Video memory defragmentation is also carried out periodically in background. And then it says Dxvk also adds support for emulated cursor of the D3D9 cursor API sample pool handling improvements to benefit Unreal Engine 3 games on D3D9, and there are a variety of other bug fixes and improvements throughout. Plus there is also now an SDL3 backend add to Dxvk native, so some of the games seen specific fixes with Dxvk 2.5, including The Sims 4, Diablo 4, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, campaign remasters, Tomb Raider Legends, and others. And then it says more details on the GitHub announcement. Let's see what they got here on the GitHub. Okay. Let's see, what's this? What they got here. Say, they got a lot here. They said memory management. Okay, resource and memory management completely rewrite in order to use allocated video memory more efficiently. Reduce fragmentation may peak memory usage in games such as God of War by up to 1 GIBs in extreme cases. Memory defragmentation is now performed periodically to return some used memory back to the system. The goal is not to reduce video RAM usage at all costs. Instead, this is done conservatively, and if the system is under memory pressure, or if a significant amount of allocated memory is unused. Keeping some used memory is useful to quickly service subsequent allocation. Note, defragmentation is currently disabled on Intel ANV driver C4433. The Dxvk.enable memory defrag config option can be set to enable or disable this feature via the config files. Driver support. While technically not required, the new memory management works best on drivers that support both VK_extension_memory_budget and VK_KHR_maintenance 5. The driver support page was updated accordingly. Then it says D3DH/D3D9 software cursor support emulate cursor was implemented for D3D9 cursor API, which allow games to set an arbitrary image as mouse cursor. This fixes an issue in Dungeon Siege 2 and makes the cursor appear correctly in Act of War and various older D3D games. Then it says sample pool. Unreal Engine 3 games using D3D9 have a quirk, not quick, in that they pass seemingly uninitialized value as mipmaps LOD bias in order to avoid creating more Vulkan sampler objects than the driver support. Previous versions of Dxvk would round the LOD bias to a multiple of 0.5, which could introduce visual inaccuracies as a more correct solution. Dxvk will now destroy unused Vulkan samplers on the fly and use the correct LOD bias. Then it says, note the aforementioned workaround was never needed or used in the D3D11 implementation. It only affected D3D9 bug fixes on NVIDIA driver version 565.57.01 and newer. Strict floating emulation is enabled by default for improving correctness. Games for which the option was already enabled may see a small performance uplift on the driver. Made various changes to potential improved performance on certain mobile GPUs. Then it says includes PR. Display modes are now ordered by refresh rate to be more consistent with Wine D3D, and fixes issues with some games picking the wrong display mode. Fix a large number of Wine test failures. Ascension to the throne. Fix old regression that would cause part of the ground to render black. And this is Command and Conquer General. Fix performance issues caused by missing D3 D8 entry point. And then King's Bounty, Warriors of the North. Fix the water rendering issue. And then Tomb Raider Legend. Fix the flickering geometry and the strict floating emulation. And then it says Rayman 3. Fix a regression that caused rendering issues. And it's a lot here. I'm almost done here. It says here DXD311 and DXGI resource management change. Then it says in order to reduce system memory pressure and improve stability in 32-bit games, creating and uploading discarding resource is now throttled if an amount of temporary staging memory allocation exceeds a certain threshold. This fix crashes in Total War, Rome 2, and a number of other games. Additionally, large dynamic textures commonly used for video playback will no longer use a staging buffer. It says the D3D11 max dynamic image buffer size and D3D11 max implicit discard size option are removed accordingly. Affected games such as Total War, Warhammer 3, and Rise Son of Rome should now perform well by default without excessive memory usage. It says keep going here, get out of the way. It says here note the changes negatively affect CPU bound performance in a number of games including Shadow Warrior 2. Then they said bug fixes and improvement. Sequential swap effects are now implemented for DXGI swap chain, which allows games to read previously presented buffers. This fixes an issue where a saved game's thumbnail would appear black in certain visual novels. Then it says Valve Software /Proton 7017. It's a de-virtualize some D3D11 method called to improve compatibility with Special K. Fix incorrect shader codes general for evaluated attributes snaps. Lock contention is reduced in certain games that use deferred context for rendering. That this may improve performance on older CPUs in Sekiro Shadow Die Twice and some other games. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 campaign remaster fix a possible GPU hang. Diablo 4 workaround an issue where the game does not start if integrated GPU is exposed. The Sims 4 workaround a use after free bug in-game D3D11 render for real this time. And then Vindictus workaround potential rendering issues caused by initialized constant buffer data. It says Yakuza 0 and Yakuza Kiwami fix regression introduced in Dxvk 2.4.1 that would cause these games to lock up on start. And then this last paragraph here says here miscellaneous changes and SDL3 backend adds for Dxvk native. Fix an issue introduced in Dxvk 2.4.1 which would lead to error message about failed buffer creation. Fix a long-standing issue where overlapping occlusion queries would lead to incorrect Vulkan usage. Fix a rare issue wherein timestamp queries would not be tracked correctly and could read incorrect data. And it says fix various other issues that lead to Vulkan validation error in games such as Dishonored 2's, Tales of Arise, and The Sims 4. Fix various issues with MSVK builds. disable a workaround broken render target clears on NVIDIA driver prior to version 560.20.03 on unaffected drivers. If supported, VK underscore extension underscore pageable underscore device underscore local underscore memory is now used to enable better driver memory management. And then it says asset Dxvk 2.5-tar.gz Dxvk-native-2.5-steam mrt-sniper.tars.gz source code. Yeah, you guys are good. Yeah, these developers, man, they work, man. These game developers, it just shows that these developers, they work. They put a lot of work into this stuff. You guys are good, man. So that should help you out for now. Remember, this is November and December, you know, coming up on a new year. So a lot of updates will be coming out. So this should help you for now. Matter of fact, I got another video to make after this because Grand Theft Auto just got an update. So I'm gonna jump on it, then I'm just gonna drop everything after that, put everything out. But anyway, you guys are good, man. So these updates, it shows that these developers, they put a lot of work. You know, some of these updates might take a month or two, or even 5 or 6 months to fix before they finally get it done. You know, so they work, man. Make no mistake about this, man. These developers, they go to work, man. This is to help, you know, the users, you know, have a better experience, you know, when you're using Linux on a laptop, desktop, or the Orange Pi, or the Steam Deck, man. So yeah, oh yeah, man. These they work. But anyway, I'm gonna keep you guys in the loop though on what's going on though. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Nice talking to you people again. Crystal, Star Wars, Star Trek, Port, Tarsex. Come. Peace.